Hello, I'm Leigh-Chantelle, and I'm from Australia, in case you can't hear my accent. And I've been promoting online since about 2001, when I released my first debut CD called Inspiration Relocation. And I've long since grown out of wanting to be a rock star, but I still utilise some of those skills that I learnt from then. And that website of mine is Leigh-Chantelle.com, and I have a blog, photo gallery, music, videos, lyrics, store, links and a biography on that. I also run a website called Viva.net, and that's been running since 2005, and it started to promote my vegan recipe calendars, and I released 3 of those, one in 2006, 2007 and 2008. And it has since grown from just being about promoting that recipe calendar to an interactive website focused mostly on health and food. And it has a mentor section, it has blogs, articles, members section, a forum, I have podcasts, I have videos, I have recipes, I have a detox diet ebook, photos, merchandise and much more. I utilise e-newsletters and many of those things to get the word out. I have both Leigh-Chantelle and Viva La Vegan. I have YouTube, MySpace, iTunes, Facebook, and recently that's still continuing. I still do a lot with Viva, and now the past couple of years I've just launched a not-for-profit group called Green Earth Group, and I put on a festival in Brisbane called Green Earth Day. I see some familiar faces that saw my Staging Effective Events talk last year. And I put on and promoted this not-for-profit environmental awareness educational day and festival for 2 years in a row. And obviously it's vegan because you have to be an environmentalist and a vegan, I believe. And we got 3,000 to 4,000 people for that. And I did that on no budget and utilising social media marketing. On the website, that has information that includes all the information about the festival, so it includes how to get there with your transportation, stalls, your sponsors, performers, and we had like a kids zone, a video zone, and an art and fashion section as well. There's also ways that people can get involved with the group. We're working on a magazine at the moment, we're also working on a DVD. And we have regular events such as letter writing nights, we have video nights and dinners and working bees. And so with Green Earth Group, you can find that on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and all those 3 things I still sort of promote in some way. I work in social media marketing, which means that I create and maintain Twitter accounts, Facebook accounts, and YouTube accounts for people, and I have clients that I do that for. And social media marketing is all about branding, networking, and building an online community, which is what we're talking about today. I do media strategies, press releases, and advertising, and content creation, which includes blogs, articles, and podcasts. So today I'm mostly going to talk about Twitter. Has everyone got a Twitter account here? Does everyone want to get a Twitter account? Well, if you have Twitter on your mobile, if you wanted to follow some of my Twitter accounts at the moment, all you have to do is just type into your phone follow, you go follow, and my username, which is Leigh-Chantelle, or Viva L Vegan, or Green _Earth _day. So if you wanted to join any of those now, you can, if you have your mobile phone. Okay, so Twitter is like the SMS of the internet. So you have 140 character limit, so you have to think of it as a micro-blogging post. And if you can text on your phone, you can tweet. It's as easy as that. The attraction with Twitter is its simplicity, and you need less attention than, say, if you're reading an email or a blog. And in 1 week, 1 billion tweets will be sent by people to each other, so that's pretty amazing, I think. Some of them are rubbish that people send, but that's not the point. And Twitter is such an amazing tool to use to connect with people that are like-minded, with other vegan people, with other not-for-profit people, with other activists as well, especially like internationally. You know, you can speak to anyone all the anytime. And it's a great place to get tips and ideas. It's a great place to see the upcoming news as well. Like Jasmine was saying, you need consistency, you need quality. So if you're posting all the time, that's why I have different websites and different sites for all my different groups, because like say the Green Earth group is more environmentally focused, Viva's more vegan and health sort of focused, Leigh-Chantelle's, a bit of music and other things as well. So if you have a few different things that you want, I would suggest that you break them down into different groups as well, because you want to be giving the same sort of material to people all the time. People that use Twitter are 3 times more likely to create content as well. So that means that they could have blogs as well, they could have websites and the like. And it's a great way of getting your message out in little short bursts. And you can share so many different things. Like if you think about all the things, if you've got a website, how many people here have websites? Okay, and blogs? Cool, so there's quite a few people. So if you think about all the different things that you have on your website that you can actually share on Twitter, say your blogs, articles, videos, podcasts, photos of food. A great thing with Twitter, you can use Flickr to share videos. Keep in mind, a lot of people, like with blogs and that, people like visuals, so videos, photos. You can get a lot of stock photos, like veganstockphoto.com, I think it is. And yeah, share. If you've got merchandise to sell, you can do that, as well as other links. One of the greatest things with Twitter, I believe, is that you can share other people's material like really easily. It's called retweet, so it's the RT little sign that you can see. And you don't have to create this new information. There's so much information that's out there already that is great to share. And when you retweet something, your followers get this additional information for you that you yourself may not create. And there's a possibility when you retweet something for all the people that follow you to retweet it as well, so it can become viral. And the good thing about Twitter, like in comparison to Facebook or emails and blogs, is that it actually automatically credits the original author of that tweet. So you've got RT at and the username, so everyone knows that that particular person has said that, and that original author also knows that you've shared their tweet as well. And which is what social marketing and networking is all about. You want to be sharing things with each other. If you have a blog, if you have Facebook, if you have Twitter, people need to know that you have it. It's no good if people don't know that you've got it. So you need to share it on your Facebook, on your Twitter, on your YouTube. Even if no one has any of those things, even just on your email signature, like that's really easy to do, or on your business card. There's ways to shorten URLs, so that's like the web address that comes up at the top of your screen. There's 2 things that are really good. You can use tinyurl.com or tweetburner.com. You can put lists on Facebook, on Twitter. So if you have people that have similar interests, so say for example, you could have a look at Our Hen House's Twitter and see the people that are friends with them. And do you have lists on your Twitter?
No, we don't, but I will after today.
So maybe not a good example, but you can have people that have lists of people on their Twitter account. You can go through and say, okay, these are Brisbane vegans, where I'm from in Australia, or Seattle vegans, or vegan bloggers, not-for-profit groups, things like that. And if you're interested in those different things, you can have a look at the people that they've listed in their list, and you can add them as friends as well and follow what they're saying. Another great way to get the message out is by hashtags, and you can just put, say, great quinoa recipe, and you'll link to the recipe. I'm obsessed with quinoa. And the link from you, and you can just / say vegan recipes or just recipes. So if people are interested in finding out recipes or vegan recipes, they'll actually get that coming out. It's a great way to monitor and promote your brand and company. To see what people are saying about you, to see if they're sharing things, to see what people are talking about. You can have a look at co-tweet. have a look at Twitter search, or you can have a look at Hootsuite. I use CoTweet. It's for, I use it a lot of the time to monitor what people are saying and things, as well as for creating pre-tweeting. So say, for example, like with Green Earth Day, we had particular people speaking at particular times. So I'd say, come and see this vegan bodybuilder speaking at 10 AM, and I'd tweet that so that it would go 5 minutes or 10 minutes before each time that people were speaking. And this is also good if, you know, for example, Jasmine's going to have a regular podcast that's going to come out each day, so she could say, check out our latest podcast on this date, and a link to where all the podcasts are on her website. I try to break down what I do on Twitter. Like, for example, you could do Mondays are quote days, Tuesdays you share recipes, Wednesdays you share photos, Thursdays you do a blog, Fridays you do a video. The best time to get people to retweet what you're saying is Friday afternoon and over the weekend. So say, for example, I have clients and I just work Monday to Friday for them, but if I know that people are sharing things over the weekend, then I make sure my pre-tweets go over the weekend, so people are still finding out about these things over the weekend. To set up your Facebook to link to Twitter, which I suggest is a really good thing to do, you just go to facebook.com/Twitter. So that will link Facebook. Anything you put on Facebook will go to your Twitter account. Keep in mind that Facebook has a lot more characters than Twitter, so try and keep them shorter if you can. And I suggest, if you have that happening, that you don't post a lot of the similar things like on Twitter and Facebook. So you want to be having new things that go just to your Twitter followers and just to your Facebook followers, because it's a bit annoying if you're following someone on Facebook and you're getting the exact same thing on Twitter. And there's also something called Selective Tweets, which you can write a tweet in Twitter and you can put a hashtag and an FB at the end, which means that that selective tweet that you've put on Twitter will go onto your Facebook account. So I wouldn't suggest that you do that often, like maybe once a week, because you're just going to muck around with the amount of people that will see your posts, like on the top posts, if you know that bit. And you can also get Twitter alerts, which is similar to Google alerts. And if you go to tweetbeep.com, that's good. You also, like I was saying before, people need to know that you've got a Twitter. If you've got a website, if you've got a blog, you can put a little HTML code that shows your Twitter feed, so it can actually show all the things that you've done on Twitter. How am I going for time? Yeah. Good? Okay. So I've worked on a few different things for people promoting their Twitter things. For example, one of my friends just did a 500-kilometre walk from Canberra to Byron Bay, and I believe that's about 310 miles. So she did a walk, and it was to raise awareness for factory farming. So she did that with her dog friend Wayne, and a few other people joined along the way. So one of the ways that we got the message out on Facebook and Twitter was that we tweeted all the different ways they were going. For example, probably a lot of you won't know the areas, but we tweeted different areas. So this day we're on this place, this day we're coming here. Come and join us at our table. Come and join us at our veg information store, or at our workshops and things like that. So there's a lot of ways that you can get the message out, especially if you put those hashtags at the end as well. You could do, like for walking, you know, I was trying to get the message out to more than just the animal rights community, so which is my sort of thing. I try to promote more to the mainstream, because they're people we need to target. Just on Twitter, I'll just wrap it up. Jasmine and I are both talking at the Viva Vegans Bloggers Conference. We're speaking on the activist panel, and I'm also speaking about fashion, positive blogging and video blogging. You can read more about my promoting veganism in the Australian's Vegan Voice magazine, and there's also in the Tofu magazine, just the most recent one. I think Twitter is a great way to spread the message and to promote your brand and your company and the message that we're all trying to get out there. It's a really, really simple way to do things, and you can do it on your phone. Social media marketing exists to create content which is shared. So this content that you're creating is in turn your fans and your followers share that to other people. So the whole idea of social media marketing is you create content so that people want to share it, therefore they're promoting your business. Instead of like before with marketing, it was more, this is what I'm saying, you need to buy it. It's like, this is what I'm saying, please share it for me so then you can do the work for me, really, for a lot of cases. So share everything you have, like your websites, your blogs, your articles, people who inspire you, forums, people that you like, pictures that you like, cute photos of dogs, that always goes over well. Audio, like podcasts, videos, recipes, your merchandise you love, like your new shirt you bought here today. Photos, links, deals and specials, like if you've got coupons, it's good to give something to your Twitter fans, it's good to give something different to your Facebook fans, and all the events that you're doing as well. And with 1 million viewers on YouTube a day and 490 million users worldwide, with 750 million users on Facebook, and with 200 million tweets per day, you should be part of social media networking and marketing, or at least you should know how it works. Or you will be left behind. Thank you.